Hey guys, it's Kristine Vicente with Queen City Stamp Art, and I'm back this week to share a cool water brush dabbing technique that I'm going to do as part of the clean and simple card design for this week. Before we get into the card though, I just wanted to mention to you that I'm offering an exciting giveaway this month. So there's a great sale going on over at Stampin' Up. It's the last chance sale to prepare for the new annual catalog coming in May. You'll be able to pick up some amazing deals over at Stampin' Up store this month if you shop with me at kristinevicente.stampinup.net and you spend $50 or more before tax and shipping, and you use this host code, I will be sending out a mystery goodie box. And your mystery book goodie box will contain new and gently used Stampin' Up products, including stamp sets, designer series paper, embellishments, all valued at least a minimum of $30. So you'll get some really fun goodies free from me just from making a purchase this month. So I will put all these details in the description of the video, so you have all that information handy. This offer is good all through the month, and I will mention it again at some point during the month just so that you are made aware again of this. And don't forget, I want as many of you as possible to be able to take advantage if you would like to. So thank you so much for watching my channel and being a valued part of my audience. Today we're going to be using the Artfully Layered stamp set to create the card, and this stamp set is part of a delightful bundle and suite, actually product suite, called the Artfully Composed product suite, and it is part of just an incredible product selection. You've got your stamp set and die bundle, these really cool pebble embellishments, some beautiful vellum that's patterned vellum, a really fun cotton ribbon, and some beautiful designer series papers. I'm going to be giving you a little bit closer look at these products later, maybe next week, when I do a product showcase and show you some extra samples of ideas for card making. But today we're just going to use it to create a clean and simple card and just the stamp set alone. In fact, the image we're going to be using is this beautiful palm frond that has sort of a texture to it. When the image was created by Stampin' Up, they created a pattern in the creation of the actual image so that you get a variation of light and dark without any work at all. You just stamp it, ink it lightly, and stamp it, and you'll get light and dark variation. So they make it really, really simple to make beautiful cards, and that's just one way that they do that. So I only have a few pieces for the card today. We're going to be using a pale papaya base card, a basic gray layer panel, this little piece of designer series paper that we're going to use to create a fun little tag embellishment or tab embellishment, and then this is our stamped piece. So I'm just going to set these to the side for a minute and bring in a little piece of scrap. So I wanted to show you this image stamped just plain, and then stamped, and we're going to apply this water brush technique to it. So I'm just going to ink up the palm frond. This is a nice big image, and I'm just going to stamp it here on the scrap, just like that. And as I mentioned, you'll notice lights and darks, kind of a very slight, subtle variation on this. And Stampin' Up did that on purpose to make you look like an artist. So that's how it looks plain. We're going to actually do a little technique. So I'm going to ink it up again and pull in my project piece. And I'm going to take my water brush and I'm just going to squeeze it gently to get some water into the actual brush. And then I'm just going to dab it on top of what I already inked. I'm just dabbing it slightly, and I'll bring it up a little bit so you can see. I'm just going to touch it with the tip of my brush in different areas. And I'm going to squeeze it again and add a little bit more water. I don't want water to pool on it, but I want a nice wet brush when I'm doing this. And I'm creating a neat texture that I'm now going to stamp onto the panel. Just like that. And what's neat about this is you can use regular cardstock. You don't need watercolor cardstock. You don't even need the shimmery white, which is a little bit more forgiving when you're using water. You can use regular cardstock. And what a fun little mottled look it gives the palm fronds. And this is the difference. So you've got the technique panel that we just did, and then this is the original. And although the original is gorgeous, I really love how that looks. I think that just gives such an added layer of interest by adding those little water dabs. So let's put the card together. I'm I'm going to close this ink pad, and I'm going to actually open up the basic gray, and we're going to stamp a sentiment on here. And I'm just going to add this to the bottom corner. And now we can finish assembling the card. So for this card, we're going to be actually creating a fun little detail. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this layer to the base card with some tape adhesive. And I'm just going to center this piece right on the front of the card here. And then we're going to create a little tab with this piece. This is just a little piece of designer series paper. It's 1.5 by 1.5 inches, and I scored it at 3/4, right in half. And now we're going to use a corner rounder, and you can use whatever corner rounder you have. I happen to have the Crocodile Corner Chomper from We Are Memory Keepers. And on the folded edge, not the open edge, but the edge that's folded, we're going to lay it into the 1/4 inch round. And that's what most corner rounders are, either a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch. You're just going to lay that folded edge into the corner, and you're going to create a tab that we are going to add to our stamped panel. So I'm just going to lay this here. I've kind of opened it up, and I'm going to sandwich my stamped panel in between. And then I'm going to take a little stapler, and you can use a standard stapler. I'm going to use this one. This is my tiny attacher from Tim Holtz, but you can use a standard stapler and staple this little piece to your panel. So this adds a little shine because of the metal, and it also adds a little detail that makes the card a little bit more interesting. So we're going to add this layer with some dimensional adhesive. Just pull this in. Pop this up a little bit. And then we're going to pop this layer up onto the card base like this. And then to finish this card, we're going to use some elegant gems. So let's see here. I think we'll use this one, and then we'll use one of the bigger ones too, like that, just to add a little bit of shine to the card. But isn't that pretty? What a fun card. So simple and easy, very clean and simple, very clean lines, lots of white space. I love this card, and I love how it came out. I hope you do too, and I hope that you'll give this little technique a try on some of your more solid images. It works best on solid images for sure. And I would love to know what you think of it, and which you actually prefer, the plain or the water brushed design. Thanks so much for watching today. I appreciate it. Bye.